What's up, DJs? Welcome back to my DeFi life. My name is Bruce, and it's another day in DeFi to use your noggin to make some gains in this space, especially the meme token space. We're taking a look today at grid trading meme tokens, specifically with DeFi Solana bot. So this is still fairly new with DeFi Solana bot, so we're going to go through some overview of how the grid trading works. We're also going to have a look at some examples of how my trade's been going over the last week, experimenting with finding the right tokens, and we're going to find out how everything works with grid trading for DeFi Solana bot. Now, for those who are keen to utilize the grid trading for DeFi Solana bot, I suggest you use the premium membership as well. Now, I have actually got 4 premium memberships to give away on this channel. That's about a value of $800, so nothing to sneeze at, and the premium membership is very beneficial. If you guys want premium membership, make sure you check out the Telegram link below, DJM Calls free channel. Put your hand up. First 4 people to put their hand up in that channel saying, I want DeFi Solana bot premium membership, will get premium membership. So make sure you put your hand up in the Telegram channel linked below. That is nothing to sneeze at. Okay, now let's jump in and start looking at grid trading for DeFi Solana bot. Don't forget, DJs, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell. Any support is much appreciated. And again, if you wish to use DeFi Solana bot, the referral link is in the description below. It is an affiliate link, so I appreciate if anybody uses that link to help support the channel. Much appreciated. All right, let's jump in. Now let's start from the very start, because some people do not know what grid trading is. Some people are just utilizing the Telegram bot probably for the first time and trying to get started with trading with these meme tokens. So grid trading is a strategy where a trader sets up a series of buy and sell orders at predefined price intervals to capitalize on market fluctuations within a specified range. This creates a grid of orders above and below a base price, allowing traders to profit from price ranges in either direction, up or down. So here's how it generally works. Choose an upper and lower price range for a given cryptocurrency. Divide this range into multiple intervals or grids with set price levels. At each grid level, place buy orders below the current price and sell orders above that price. When the price reaches a set level, the grid trading bot buys or sells, aiming to make incremental profits from each price movement. It goes without saying that trading meme tokens is extremely risky. Grid trading is just another risky aspect to trading meme tokens. Obviously, it's much safer to grid trade established crypto tokens as opposed to meme tokens. So keep that in mind, that there is even more risk than usual, but also the potential for more rewards in this space. Make sure you do your own research, make sure you do your own experiments, and come to your own conclusions. An example of grid trading, one of the experiments that I took was on Fridge, the token called Fridge. I can't believe I'm grid trading a Fridge token in 2024. Meme tokens, what a crazy year it's been. Anyway, this is an example of grid trading. I don't know, there must be 40 or 50 trades here, buys and sells across the range here, which is very impressive. I really love the way DeFi Solana bot executes these grid trades. And we're going to look at how to set that up in a minute, but this is a good example of how things work. You can see the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows of the actual token, and the buys and sells as they take place. Now, this is what the range will look like when you do set up the settings inside DeFi Solana bot. You'll have a high range and you'll have a low range. The levels will set automatically depending on your swing size. Here is kind of an example of what a grid trading would look like, but obviously you don't see the grids in the trade. This is just an idea of how things work. You have these grid levels here where buys and sells will be initiated. So that's basically how that works. Now, if you have a look at an example here, a sell might happen in this section and then a buy would happen down here. So obviously you're buying low and you're selling high. So as it goes down again to the next grid, it'll buy again. And as it comes up, it will sell that particular buy. So up and down, buys and sells, you kind of get the picture. It's fairly easy to understand how grid trading works. As it goes down, it buys for you. As it goes up, it sells for you. And depending on those grid sizes, it will sell automatically. So grid trading with DeFi Solana bot, the settings. We're going to jump into the bot now and have a look at the settings, but it's very easy to set up. You only have a few things to think about: the top market cap, low market cap, the swing size, and the investment size. So we're going to jump in and have a look at that. This is what the settings will look like after you've adjusted it through here. You will get your top market cap, your low market cap, the range percentage, the investment size that you can set yourself. The order size will automatically be set by the amount of levels, and the amount of levels will be set by the swing size as well. So we're going to jump into the bot and have a look at how that works right now. So when you click on the start button for DeFi Solana bot, you're going to see this button here called grid. So just click on that grid button, and if you haven't started grid trading yet, you won't have any tokens like I have here. It'll be empty, but you can see just add new grid right there. So all you need to do is grab a contract for a token that you wish to grid trade. Now we're going to check out some tokens that might be good for grid trading in just a second, but let's have a look at what I've got set up here already. Now I've done 7 grid trades over the last week, just testing specific tokens and testing certain ranges to see what works well. So I'm going to go through 3 of the last ones that I've done here to show you how those work. But let's jump in to Trump 2024 and I'll show you the settings that I've put together for this one here. Top market cap, low market cap, swing size, and investment size. Remember, those are the 4 settings that you need to worry about. Each setting is going to affect the amount you invest. So because I'm just doing tests, I personally like the swing size of 15%. The higher the swing size, the less the amount you're going to invest, so it's less risky. So for example, for this Trump 2024 token, the high market cap was 1.5 million, the low market cap was 200,000, which made it the range of 650%. I then set my swing size to 15% because what I want is less amount of trades per swing. So the higher the swing, the less amount of trades you're going to do. But of course, the higher the swing is also going to increase the amount of levels, which is also going to decrease the amount of investment size per investment. So order size is 0.062 from 1 Solana, and then the profit per swing 0.005. So very little profit. There will be profit after that, but not very much. But this is really more about me experimenting and testing. Once I find some great tokens that I'm happy to grid trade with, obviously I'm going to up the investment size, which is going to up the order size, and then up the profit per swing. So at the moment, that 15% per swing is going to allow less trades on a volatile token, obviously smaller investments per trade, which is what I want for these tests. So let's jump in and have a look at Trump 2024 and how that grid trading went for this particular token. So here is Trump 2024, which I set up that grid trade for, that 15% swing size across 1.5 million top market cap and 200,000 on the bottom market cap. And as you can see, the token was going on a gradual decline. Now you really want tokens that are just as volatile as this, which is great, but they want to be on an incline. Now I did this Trump 2024 on the day of the election, thinking that, yeah, Trump token probably going to be going well, probably going to be doing very positive. Unfortunately, this one did a decline and then started heading towards that low 200K setting for the low market cap there. Now there is another feature here on the grid trading called stop loss. If you do set the stop loss to on, when the token crosses over that low market cap threshold, it will sell your tokens that you're holding. So that is a stop loss and a good feature to have as well, because some of these tokens, being very volatile, will jump up and down and sometimes run below that market cap that you've set. And when that does happen, it will sell your holdings just to get you out of the trade so you don't lose too much money. On this occasion, I decided to close out my trades anyway because it was heading in that direction anyway. So I managed to do okay with the Trump 2024 token, but it would have been better if it was on the incline a little bit rather than the decline. So you can see that worked really, really well. A lot of buys, a lot of sells, plenty of trades during that period. And this was a 15% swing size. Could you imagine if it might have been a 7 or 8% swing size? Probably double the amount of trades. So you understand where I'm coming from when you try and set that risk level when you're testing these trades. So make sure you do the same when you're experimenting and just getting started with grid trading. Start testing with small amounts, higher swing ranges, so it's less risky for you guys to try and find the right strategies. Another token that I got into was Doge, 10 million market cap on the high side, 4 million market cap on the low side. Now you'll notice that these market caps are a little bit lower than what they should be if I'm setting 10 and 4 million. That's because the market caps are in the range of thousands. So you need to take 3 zeros off your market cap sizes. So I've got here 10,000 and I've got here 4,000 for my market cap of 10 and 4 million. So make sure you remember that to set, when you set your market caps, they're set in thousands. So make sure you take off those zeros at the end to get the right market cap. Now for Doge, I had 0.5 Sol because my range was only 150, so a smaller range because the market cap was a little bit higher, so a bit less volatile in this situation. Order size was still the same because I had a 15% swing size and the levels were 8 levels, and my profit per swing 0.005, the same as Trump 2024. So again, I've set that as a low risk level to do tests to find out how things run with this grid trading bot, just to experiment and find the right tokens. Now let's jump over and see how Doge went. So here is Doge. I've got the 10 million market cap and the 4 million market cap marked out here. And as you can see, it was heading in the right direction to start with. So I started close to that low end of the market cap, seeing that it was heading in an incline. Fairly good token to start with, got some nice trades in and out with that 15% swing, and then things started turning around. Of course, when things start turning around, it's a good idea to keep an eye on it, even if you do have that stop loss. Sometimes if trades close out and you can see it's in a decline and you've got no more holdings, you can stop the grid trading and reset the settings here to start again at a wider range. So again, it started declining right down here, got some nice buys and sells with that 15% swing range. Nice and low risk testing these tokens, and then it dumped back down under that low market cap level of 4 million, which closed out my trades for that grid trade. Again, it's all about finding the right token at the right time. So very, very tricky. Also can be quite risky depending on the market cap size that you choose. Now, the third one I want to show you is called Landslide, another token, a little bit lower market cap. This one, 800,000 and 200,000. So on the low end, a little bit more risky. Here I've got a 300% range with a one sol investment, an order size of 0.091, so a little bit higher. Swing size again of 15% because I want to reduce the amount of trades I'm doing per grid. The levels as 11 levels of grid. Let's have a look at how things went for Landslide. So as you can see, Landslide was the same situation. I could see Landslide was on an incline, so I set my levels quite close to the initial price for Landslide at 200,000, and then the high level of 800,000 here, and it was really nicely on an incline. Great buys and sells, working absolutely perfectly. 15% swings, another buy and sell here, and then things started turning around. Number of buys and a couple of sells, and then it dipped back below that $200,000 line, which triggered my stop loss. Again, you need to find the right token at the right time, and keep an eye on these trades. You know, if you're just experimenting, just starting out with grid trading, it's a good idea to do a week's worth of testing and just figure out how things work before you get serious about bigger investments and trying to make profit with grid trading these meme tokens. So again, this is kind of on the lower end, 200,000, 800,000 market cap. Some people will suggest that's a great spot to be in, but you've just got to find the right token that's volatile enough, but not too volatile that it's going to jump in and out. What I would suggest from my experiences is to create this level as far out as you can to try and keep the token within a certain range. This level was probably a little bit too short. I could have made this level a little bit lower and much higher as well to create a little bit more space for me to grid trade this particular token. But again, it's much, much better if the token continues on that incline. So as it starts to break through that top level, you can reset your grid trading settings to a higher point and then move this lower point up as well. So it's really good to do that and to follow along the token as it progresses. Now we have our own Telegram channel, DJM Calls, and we're going to start our own calls channel in regards to grid trading with DeFi Solana bot. So we're going to be pushing calls there very soon where we recommend particular tokens for grid trading, and I'm going to show you how that works. So that is actually on the free channel for DJM Calls. So that'll be available for everybody to be able to utilize and to find potential tokens to grid trade with. Now this particular notification will come through like this. It'll have the ticker, it'll have the name of the token, the contract address, you can copy that, and then it'll have the recommended range, the recommended high and low range, also the percentage of the range, as well as the recommended swing size. Now obviously it's going to be recommended that you get into these grid trades ASAP as soon as these calls come through. These calls will probably come through a number of calls per day to recommend for you guys to be able to grid trade with. This is not live just yet. This is just an example of what that call will look like. So make sure you jump onto the DJM Calls free channel. Link is in the description, and make sure you look out for those notifications when they start happening. Now, how do you go about finding tokens to grid trade? Now, there's many ways you can do it. There's two I've got here, Dex Screener. You can go through Dex Screener, or you can go through our DJM Calls premium channel, which has premium high market cap gambles. Some fantastic tokens that are being called that sit between the 1 and 50 million mark. That would be fantastic for grid trading as well. Like I said earlier, we will have free calls on the free DJM Calls channel as well, so keep an eye out for that when that comes through. Now, the Dex Screener version, you can jump here onto DeFi Solana bot. If you go back to the grid trading menu, you will see here useful Dex Screener filter, and that will open up a filter and show you some tokens that are potentially good for grid trading. Now, you to go through and find out what tokens working right here on this filter. Let's have a look at a couple here. Okay, we have HAT. It's currently at 464,000 market cap. Let's have a look at the 1 minute chart. And this token has only been launched maybe in the last hour and a half. So you do have to be a bit careful with newly launched tokens, Personally, I wouldn't recommend getting into grid trading on a newly launched token. I would wait for a day or so for things to settle down a little bit for a token to get into a nice groove. This is actually looking all right. You could probably grid trade probably between 300 and 600. Do some grid trading on that. Let's have a look at the next one. This one's probably a little bit too much on the decline. So you can see this decline here. Probably not the great to grid trade a token that's declining like that. So let's have a look at the next one. And this one again as well. So look at that minute chart. So again, fairly newly launched, only a few hours old. You can see it spiked and now dumping down, which is pretty normal for meme tokens. So personally, I recommend waiting for a day or two to find good tokens that have settled into a bit of a rhythm or a bit of a market cap and are trading sideways, but still have that volatility for grid trading. So my personal preference is to go to our DJM Meme Calls premium high market cap gambles, which calls fantastic tokens. Now, if you want to be a member of the DJM Meme Calls premium Telegram group, the link is in the description below as well. If you do want to find some great calls on there that you can do some general investing in, and also find some great tokens to grid trade with. What I normally do is I go to our DJM Meme Calls Academy, and we have many calls here, pump fund migrations, Dex paid. We also have premium gambles here. Now, premium gambles is our high market cap gambles calls. Very good calls at the moment. Now, what I like to do is I run back a couple of days, scroll back up, and I just hunt through these particular calls, and I find tokens that have been trading sideways for at least a day, and then find particular tokens that might work for grid trading. This is another way that I find grid trading tokens for the DeFi Solana bot. So let's have a couple of look at those. So that one didn't work out well. This one's at 187K. Nice volatility, but it's also on the decline. So let's have a look at another one. 31K, so that's not very good. So here is one that's 136K. Seems to be going along nicely. So it's ranging between that 240 and 100,000, and it's kind of trading sideways, not really going up or down, nicely trading sideways. So this is pretty good for grid trading. So that's what I like to do, just go through our premium gambles, try and find a token that's settled in a nice spot, which this one has. It's been doing that for a few days now. This is a fantastic one to try and grid trade on. So set those ranges, maybe 40,000 to 400,000. So let's have a look and try and set up a grid trade for this particular token here called Noob. So when you want to add a new token, just add a new grid, paste in that contract address from that token, and you'll see it here, 2281 Noob. So just click on that new contract, that new token, and you can start from scratch. What was the market cap again? Let's go with 400,000. Let's go with 350,000 from 40,000. So 350,000 and 40,000. Let's see how that works. So 350, remember, these are in thousands, so you don't have to write the whole number out. So was it 40,000? So 350,000 to 40,000. The range is 775%. We're going to use 1 Solana, and the order size is 0.022. So here you can see our swing size, or the profit per swing, is negative 0.003. So therefore we need to change the swing size to my personal favorite for testing, which is 15%. So let's change that swing size to 15%, and you can see that changes already 0.005, and we're back to making profit. So every time the swing size is 15%, it's going to make a buy or a sell. We have 17 levels because it's such a large range. So it's a good way to test this bot. That's a great start for me personally. I think we're going to test this token and see if it can continue trading along sideways and start making some trades for us. So again, 350 market cap, 40K low market cap, range 775%, split up to 17 trades, which is 0.059 per trade at a 15% swing, and a profit per swing 0.005. So all you need to do now is start the grid, click on grid on, and if you do want to set that stop loss, select stop loss as well. So I've got the grid status, so the status is on as well as stop loss is on. So if it drops down below that 40K market cap, it will actually close out my trades if I have any left. So it's that simple to start grid trading with DeFi Solana bot. Simple settings: high market cap, low market cap, swing size, and the size of your investment will determine how much you put in per trade and how much profit you make per swing. Very easy stuff to do. So let's jump back over here, and we're going to put down some lines. 350K market cap here. So that's my top level. So I can now watch that and hope that doesn't break through those levels. But if it does, I'll keep an eye on it, and I can reset my levels once again if it does wish to break through below or above those market cap levels. Very, very easy stuff. You're just going to keep an eye on that. Make sure you got your wallet pasted in here as one of the makers, and then it'll start popping up with your trades. So just click on the maker here and paste in your wallet address and hit apply. And once your trades do start coming through, they will pop up as you saw on my other ones here. I've got my wallet address pasted in here. And once those trades start happening, it'll start populating on the chart here. So we're going to keep an eye on that one, see how that runs. Make sure you jump over to the DJM Calls free channel to check out how my grid trading has been going, to ask me any questions. The link to the free Telegram channel is in the description below. Thanks for watching my overview of DeFi Solana bot grid trading and some of my example trades there. Keep an eye out on our Telegram channel, that free channel below. Remember, I'm giving away 4 memberships, so the first 4 people to put out their hand will win that membership. Don't forget guys, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. Hope you have a great weekend. Make it profitable guys. Cheers. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.